What up, family Dobros? We back. Been a minute, but stuff's been popping off since we've been out. It's basketball season officially. So for basketball season, we're rocking the basketball jerseys today. What you got on, bro?
A little bit of magic. Always gotta have the magic with you. Greatest
magic.
Laker. Kobe second, Magic always first for me.
It's a clean jersey, honestly.
Yes, sir.
I didn't know you had that, to be honest.
Yes, sir. Hardwood Classics.
That's tough. Rocking the classic H-Town Connect, James Harden. He's always going to be loved in the H, man. He gave it his all. If it wasn't for a guy named Steph Curry, we probably would have won 2 rings, at least in that era. But, you know what I'm saying, can't control everything. So, but, no, you know what I'm saying, got to rep the H-Town GOAT.
Yes, sir.
Forever GOAT in the city. So, you know what I'm saying, had to put it on for him.
And he's been cooking lately, too.
Yeah, he's been cooking. He's been cooking on the Clippers. I mean,
he has to.
he has to.
Yeah.
Kawhi's not there, but you know he's still getting it done, man. You know, hey, he changed the league, bro. Like whether you want to accept it or not, like he
The movement wasn't just Steph; it was him and Steph.
It was him and Steph because Steph did the like shoot off, like just catch and shoot from deep, super deep threes. But Harden created a move that was so OP, so rule bending that you had no choice but to just figure it out on your own and then do it. Now, every single guard, every single player has a step back in their move because of what James Harden did. They complained about it for like 2 years in a row. Oh, dude, he's taking 5 steps. You can't do that. Yeah. They complained about it until eventually coaches were just like, look, guys, there's nothing you can do about it. And we're low-key losing if we're not figuring out how to do this move. Now everybody's doing it. He changed how people play basketball. So Harden's forever voted for that.
Still a foul baiter though.
Low key.
He changed the league bad on that one.
He did kind of change the league on the foul baiting. But look, he doesn't foul bait as much anymore. You know what I'm saying? He's getting up there. You know, he's just straight old hoops. You know what I'm saying? He's just hooping, man. But we got a lot to talk about. Basketball, NFL, baseball. We got a lot on the plate. So we're just gonna dive right into it. Bears, Commanders, the battle of the two number 1 pick and the number 2 pick battling it out. Honestly, it turned into a good game, but it was kind of a stinker in the beginning.
The fourth quarter was good.
The fourth quarter was good. Second half was good. First, 2 quarters, honestly, you probably could have took a nap because I did. I saw it get to 6-0, and I was like, I'm just going to close my eyes, honestly. But it turned up in the second half. Both quarterbacks looked a little sloppy in the beginning. You know, both of them were kind of off. I think Jaden Daniels, because he was just hurt a little bit.
They were overthrowing it.
Yeah.
Both of them.
You know, I think JD was still hurt. He didn't practice at all. So, you know, that's probably why he was a little off. And then Caleb, you know, he just kind of looked, the O-line wasn't good at all. Especially in the beginning. The beginning, it was super bad.
The first half was awful.
The first half was bad. Just reverted back to what it was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So that wasn't really good to see. So I think that kind of got Caleb off his feet, off his groove a little bit in the beginning. But in the second half, both of them kind of locked in and got interesting. But a couple questionable Bears decisions at the end. Before we get to the Hail Mary, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not in love with handing it off to the O lineman for the touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we doing, bro?
I don't know, getting cute. It's always what we do, bro. It's always the same shit. How do you fumble on the one?
Well, you don't fumble. You're not gonna fumble on the one if you hand it off to Roshan Johnson, the fucking power back that can get a yard easily. What are we doing, bro? You think you got a refrigerator Perry? You think this is the 80s, bro? What are we doing handing it off to tackles?
I wonder if they actually practiced it.
They probably did.
They had to have, right?
They probably did because they looked very confident rolling that out like it was going to work. But you got to take the game into account. You see how your O-line's been blocking the whole game.
That's when you pull out against the Lions or some bullshit.
Right, or 2 weeks ago against Carolina or one of those bum teams where you're we could just do anything on these guys. But you pull that out against the Commanders' tight game. You need every point.
Where their defense has been destroying us and our O-line.
The D-line has literally just been getting pushed all game, and you need this game, big game, like a lot on the line here, like, and now we want to hand it off to the guard. Come on, guys! Like, it's just like, what are we doing after that perfect drive all the way down, and you just kill the whole thing? Then if you would have got that touchdown, I feel like the game would have been completely different. Like, you probably win the game.
Yeah.
You probably win the game if you just hand it off to Roshan Johnson and get that touchdown there. The rest of it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But
because then they probably end up with them driving down the field and scoring, and then we get the chance to drive back and hit a field goal.
But the defense played good all game. Like a couple big plays here and there, but like
no touchdown.
No touchdown until the last one.
Which
so
was
it's like
Nicky.
You can't. So to me, you get the guaranteed touchdown there. The defense has been pretty much stopping on the field goals. Like, you're in a good spot.
Yeah, stopped them on the 5 like 3 times. Bro.
Right,
That's
and
crazy.
then
That's so crazy.
you keep them alive with just one of the dumbest calls I think I've probably ever seen in that moment. Like you said, you call that play when you're going against the trash teams. You're going against the trash cans. It's the New Orleans Saints. You're up by 30 already or 20 already. Yeah. You're like, okay, let's try to get the guard into the end zone. Fuck it, have a you know what I'm saying, thick 6 touchdown spike. But it's like, bro, we're not doing this against like actual competition, playoff teams. We're handling like, come on, bro, you can't be doing that, bro. It's just way too cute, bro. Way too cute. I didn't love that play call at all. That probably lost you the game. But then, okay, you get up. You actually get the touchdown. You get the, you know what I'm saying, the 2 points. Good drive by Caleb. He started cooking at the end. Like
those last 3 drives, he was
drives. And then that last drive, he had a scramble out to the right, and then like he was almost out of bounds, and he found Keenan. That was a good throw. That was a good play. Yeah. He was really getting out the pocket a lot. Like, his ability to do that, I still say that, it's still insane.
He shakes everybody. He's not that elusive, but he is.
He kind of is though. Yeah. Like he be making plays, man. There was a couple runs in there too where he didn't throw it, but like 3 people back there and he just juke like
he was like doing the Matrix shit.
Yeah, and you're just like, what the hell is this guy going on? And then he gets free from that, and then he like gets hit, but he's like, Loki got some size, so then he kind of like gets out of the hit. And he kind of like stretches for more. I'm like, yo, this dude kind of runs a little bit different. Like, he's kind of different. Like, you have to contain him. Like, D-line has to have that perfect cone. You can't give him a lane. You can't be too spread out because he's going to just dice that up. But that pass to Keenan, that was probably the best pass of the day.
And the one to DJ, too.
Yeah, the one to DJ on the sideline where he got hit. Yeah, that was a good pass,
But Caleb's really good throwing on the run.
He is. I mean, that's where he made his money at USC, doing all the scrambling, throwing on the run. He's really good at that. I mean, and I thought that maybe in the NFL it wouldn't be as good. Which, yes and no. Yes and no. Like, it hasn't been he's not able to just bullshit as much as he was at USC, but like, you can still
convert thirds and stuff like that.
And you can still get some of those plays off. Like, sometimes, like, you just kind of make a little bit better of a play than the defense, and then you can just, like, you know, get one like that, rip one, or like whatever. So it's like, I mean, the ability's still there, but I think that him being able to stand in the pocket has gotten way better. But that play to Keenan was perfect. But that drive was a good drive, and then, you know what I'm saying, the Hail Mary. But before we get to that, because that's like a whole thing. But like, DeAndre Swift also looked good. I was impressed by him.
He had like 100 rushing.
He had like 130. He looked really good. He didn't really get involved as much in the past, but they kind of had somebody.
We couldn't really throw the ball.
They're playing hard flat too. Like, every time he snuck out, there was already somebody right there. So
they were playing short, and then they were getting through every single time. Yeah. So there's like nothing you could do.
So the check down wasn't there, but he was still very efficient on the ground. That big run down the sideline for like 50 yards was crazy.
Monster.
And then that one run, like inside zone where he went up and then he hurtled or whatever. That was a good run too. Swift is good, man. I mean, I remember when Bears fans were like calling for his head after the first like 3 games. Bro. Like, the first 2 or 3 weeks, like, y'all played like the best run defenses. So it's like y'all played like what, Houston? Like, so it's like, bro, you're not like, obviously, and then y'all were still like figuring out. Obviously, the line's not like amazing, so it's just like all that stuff. But Swift is good, and I like that he's finally like cooking and like getting in his bag. But the moment we've all been waiting for, Hail Mary. First of all, obviously, all Hail Marys are luck. Like, that's why it's called a Hail Mary. You're literally sending a prayer up to the sky to whoever you believe in and chucking the ball down there and just hoping for basically what just happened. Like the ball tips around or someone just ends up getting a higher jump coming down with it. It's a Hail Mary. You're literally just going for it all. But probably in the most Bears way did they get the luck on their side. So before the play even starts, Tyreek Stevenson, the Bears DB, who's supposed to be in this coverage team, he's like in the corner in the back of the end zone almost, like while everyone else is like midfield getting ready for them to run down the field. He's in like the corner, like chirping to the fans, like talking shit or like saying what's up to Bear, whatever he's doing over there. He's like talking to the fans, talking to the crowd. He's like going crazy. And then the ball snaps. They're already like 40, 50 yards downfield. He still has his back turned, like talking to the fans still. 50 yards, like they're running the play already. He's still talking. Then all of a sudden, last second, he like turns around and he's like, all right, I guess I'll play now. Fuck it. And then he runs in there. He runs in there and does probably the thing that they tell you not to do, which is volleyball the fucking football into the air so that somebody in the fucking back can catch it. It was honestly so awful. Like, if it would have happened but he was playing covers the whole time, you're still like, all right, you probably shouldn't have had volleyball it, but like, whatever. But like, the fact that you were bullshitting for like the whole play and then tried to come in and be Superman and fuck the play up, like, honestly, if you probably would have just stayed in the corner, like, it probably would have been better, to be honest. I don't know. But, like, what the hell is that, bro? Like, what are you doing, bro? I've never seen that. This week of NFL has been stuff I've never seen before. And we'll get to the next thing. But this one is, that's actually insane to me. I don't know. Like,
yeah, it's just not being focused, not locking in on the play. And it's crazy because it's coming from a player that, like, he's always one of the ones leading on the team.
Yeah.
As a young guy, he's leading the secondary.
Exactly.
And, like, well, obviously Jalen Johnson is leading.
Like, Jalen Johnson's the guy.
But Tyreek Stevenson's, like, one of the main guys in there, like, identifying what the routes are and stuff like that. And always locked in during the play throughout the whole time he's been on the Bears. And the one time he isn't is when it fucks
him over.
Yeah.
And that's just classic, though. Because it's like, I feel like that's like...
It's always that unlucky bullshit.
Right. I feel like that's like life, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like the moment where you think you have it and you're like, I don't need to pay attention. That's the moment you fuck up. Like
that moment you run a red light.
Right. The moment you run a red light, or like when you're like racing in a car and you're trying to like show off. Like you really didn't have to, but like you see some people like on the street and you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna like rev up just to like show off, and then that's the one time, or like that's the one time you like swerve out or something like that, and like end up in the fucking side of the road or whatever, and then you like embarrassed as fuck, like, oh man, it's alright, my insurance will cover it, trying to act all badass. It's like, dude, you crashed out, bro. Like you crashed out. That's just a bad look though.
Yeah.
Like I know he apologized to Chicago and stuff like that, but it's
he's gonna be working hard though. Like he's gonna come back a lot better, and it's gonna be kind of scary, but. Unacceptable.
Unacceptable, but like this isn't to say like he's a bad player. Like he's obviously a good player. Like the defense played well as a whole. Obviously, it was like a lucky play, like whatever.
Yeah, the only touchdown.
The Redskins, the Commanders played it good, where they basically had like a group of people. And then they had one dude in the front that was playing like the front tip. Mm-hmm. Like if it fell short of the end zone, there was a guy back there. Then they also had a guy in the end zone, Noah Brown, that was ready for the back tip. So they had like a good little idea for it. Like they were like,
someone practices.
Right. Someone play the tip. Like it's either gonna go this way, or it's going this way. If it does happen like that, if it doesn't go straight down, and it ended up working out. But like, yeah, Stevenson, you just gotta kind of be locked in, bro. Like. Because even if you wanted to talk shit to the fans, like, bro, what was it, like 6 seconds left? Swat the Hail Mary down, then go to, like, the stands and, like, talk your shit.
I think the thing is, they all jump so high that when he's going to swat it, it's just where your hand's going to go. You can't see shit. You're just sticking your hand up in the air.
I think him being out of position, too, kind of fucked it. Because,
because you're running in, jumping to the side.
Right, because you're running, because the play is happening, like, here. And he's running in from an angle, and he's like this. The ball's coming this way. So if he was like, if the ball was coming this way, you could swat it down like that. But since you're kind of coming at a weird angle, it's like your hands all right, like, and then you try to jump. It's just like it's not gonna work, bro. That's what I'm saying. At that point, you might as well have just kind of sat that one out if you're just gonna bullshit on the
side. Or
side.
if you're running in late, mark the guy that's in the back of the end zone by himself.
And then I saw one thing where it's like basically. before the snap, like when he's talking shit, like before the snap, like that's kind of when you're getting the last minute adjustments in. Like you know, you're talking to the team, okay, like hey, you watch that, all right, you get the, all right, you do. So it's like the whole time where it's like everybody else is kind of like everybody else in the secondary is probably like having a little bit of like a last second, like hey, you do this, you do this. It's like you look over and you see your boy in the corner like fucking around. You're like, what the fuck, like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. So it's like that was just a blunder, but I mean overall the game was like pretty close. I mean I wouldn't blame anything on Caleb or like Jaden or anything.
Offensive line looked bad through 3 quarters.
Right.
Defense looked good through 4 quarters.
Offense was lackluster for 2.5 quarters. Yeah. I'd say.
That's what I'm saying. The offensive line 3 quarters.
Right.
They couldn't do anything. Like we literally punted every single.
And then I'm not gonna lie. Like there was definitely some throws that you know kind of sailed a little bit, or some throws that weren't really on target. You know, he just kind of looked a little off.
He looked rushed.
Right, looked a little off. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it was. He just kind of looked off. But you know, like I said, and then until the Swift 50-yard run, I mean, the offense was pretty much dust. That kind of like really kickstarted it. But I mean,
we would get a little momentum, and then we'd get some kind of like some illegal formation, or like we get like a 20-yard first down, and then illegal formation. It's like, okay, let's start back over.
I hate that call.
Then we punt.
Yeah. Or a sack or something. But
yeah,
I think it was just
a sack to get us out of field goal range.
Right.
That one was fucking annoying too.
I think it's just that one was just a mud game where it was just like both teams were just kind of sloppy, and those are the ones that you kind of just want to get.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think if it was for some things here and there, you probably would win that one, but you kind of just gotta chalk it up. But it's tough for the Bears because like in y'all's division, every single game really does count. Because like y'all are 4-3, which would be fine like pretty much anywhere else, but like
we're second now.
I think y'all are last.
No, well, yeah, second and last because we're tied.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, man, you can't drop those close ones, man. You can't drop those close ones, but. And then, don't y'all got the division games coming up in the second half? They kind of backloaded y'all a little bit. Yeah. Like, they kind of gave y'all, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever in the beginning. But now, you probably, because y'all haven't played the Packers yet, right?
No, we haven't played anybody in the division yet.
Oh, yeah.
And we still play the Seahawks and the Niners and
play the Niners, too? Yeah. With McCaffrey? That's crazy. They're going to have McCaffrey for that game, too.
Well, it might be, I think the Niners game is sooner, though. So he might not be back still, but
I think he's supposed to be back after this bye, or after the what's their? I think their bye is. I think it's next week. I think their bye is next week. This week 9, and then week 10 he's supposed to be back.
Okay.
So I don't know if they play week 10, but
it might be us week 10.
But if it's week 10 or after, you're getting run CMC. Unfortunately.
Nope.
Lions twice, Packers twice. Yikers! Justin Jefferson second half. Yeeks.
We play the Cardinals too, because we play that whole division.
They're kind of heating up, but like I wouldn't be as worried about the Cardinals, to be honest. I think y'all played them next.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I think y'all played them next, because I think I remember looking at Marvin Harrison's thing, and I think y'all played them next. I wouldn't be worried about them. They play good against the Dolphins, but Dolphins aren't really like that. I think y'all should be able to lock that up.
Their offense is nice though.
Honestly, I was watching them. They kind of have a good team, bro. I don't know how they like were so ass in the beginning. Yeah. I think they were kind of trying to figure it out. But like when I watched the Miami Cardinals in the Cardinals game back, bro, when you like watch their offense, you're like, damn, they kind of have like a lot of weapons for
real. Yeah, Connor's nice, bro.
They have Connor, and then they have like Marvin McBride makes like every catch, bro. It's
and
so
Kyler
insane.
can run at any time.
Yeah, and then honestly, like Wilson and like Dortch are kind of good little like pieces if you just like need a first down or something like that. Yeah, like you just kind of need a first, or you just like need a catch. They're kind of there. Yeah. But McBride's open like every single play, bro. Like it's actually disgusting how open he is. And then, like you said, Kyler, he just, like, scrambles around. You can't stop it. He's shifty as hell. Like, I was watching that team out, and I was like, damn, offensively, like, kind of got some boys, man. They kind of got some boys, bro.
We'll see.
But speaking of the second thing I've never, ever seen in my entire life, Texans, Colts, close division game. Obviously, division games are always close, especially when the Texans play the Colts. It seems like the Colts always just get super sweaty, want to try everything in the book.
Hero mode.
Yeah, like against any other team that can't score more than like 10 points against the Texans, they're like all world. They're making plays you've never seen before. But in like the end of the third quarter or something like that, the Colts were driving. Anthony Richardson, he almost gets sacked, evades it, and then he gets tackled for like no gain, and then he taps his helmet. I thought at the time of watching it that he might have got like a concussion or he might have gotten hurt.
Like he wanted to get checked
or something. Like, and he was like, hey, like I need to get checked or something. So I was like, oh damn, like AR's hurt. Flacco comes in for a play, handoff, whatever. I think it ended up in a field goal. After the game, they asked about that, and Anthony Richardson said, "Nah, I'm not gonna lie, I was tired."
What's the problem, Mace? You can't get tired?
Bro.
Jonathan Taylor can't take a breather?
Yes, Jonathan Taylor can after he goes for 60 yards on a play. Bro, as a quarterback, that is absurd, bro. That is honestly insane.
That's the thing, he's not a quarterback.
Dude.
He's actually
not, to be honest. Bro, dude. I think he ended with like 10 of 31, bro, on the game, and the only touchdown he had was like that 69 yard busted cup. If you watch the playback, there was nobody around him, and the two corners like ran into each other like in the middle of the field, so he was just naked. Other than that, it was boxed. Dude made terrible throws all over the field. I mean, every time he threw the ball, you just think it's gonna get picked because it's just like he's not accurate at all. And I know. Like on this, like on our stuff, like I talk a lot of crap about Anthony Richardson, but it's like, what is there good to say? Like even running, he doesn't even like look insane to me like anymore. Like he makes some good runs, but he's not like Lamar or anything.
Just box it up.
He's just like fast and like you know what I'm saying he's like big, strong, so it's just like okay like whatever like you know he has that ability to like pick up first down. He can do a read, but then he also gets hurt a lot. So you're like. It looks like they're kind of trying to tone it back a little bit with the running because it seems like he gets hurt like every time they try to run him more. So it's like they're trying to get him to be a passer. But God, this dude can't throw at all. But quarterback, first of all, I've never seen a starting quarterback check out of the game because he's tired, bro. Like tired, checking out of the game. I need a break.
Timeout, coach.
Send in the backup. I need 2 snaps off.
What do you mean that was the starter that came back in?
Dude,
Flacco's the starter.
They need to start Flacco. People was getting on me about saying that, but like
no, he's him.
Should be playing.
He's
like,
him though.
If the Colts want to win, there's 2 options. If you want to win, actually, and you like actually want to like have a chance still, then you're gonna play Flacco the rest of the season. If you're still trying to like develop and like figure whatever is going on with this thing out, then sure do that. But just know you're not gonna win any games. Like you're not gonna win any games with Richardson. Completing 10 passes all day. You completed 10. I can count on my fingers how many passes you make. 10 passes and like 3 or 4 of them were on busted cup. Like bro, come on, bro. You're not winning, bro. You're not winning. Yeah, but like
if they tank, they could get a really good draft class, and they're only a few pieces away. To be honest,
they're only a few pieces to be away, but I don't know if Anthony Richardson's the answer for this team, bro. Like, let's just be honest. He doesn't fit their kind of scheme, bro. No. They need somebody that can stand back there and throw for real. Yeah. Like they need.
They should have gotten Drake May.
Right, like actually, Drake May in this system. Nasty. With this line, Jonathan Taylor, May would be unstoppable. You actually be disgusting.
And he can run too.
Exactly. So you can pretty much do the same thing, but now you actually have somebody that can see downfield. Bro, May with these weapons.
Dude, the weapons on the downs. Imagine May.
Dude, I don't even want to imagine that because that's my division, and I know that would be sweaty, bro. The games would be like 30 to 38, like back and forth. I would not want to have Drake May on my shit, but Richardson. I don't know if that guy's the answer, bro. Especially saying stuff like that, bro. You can't check out of the game as the quarterback.
Yeah.
You're not a wide receiver. You're not a running back. Wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? AJ Brown makes 3 catches in a row. He had, you know what I'm saying?
He's running full force.
He's running full force, full speed, trying to get open.
Yeah.
He just made 3 catches in a row, you know what I'm saying, for 50 yards. He'll probably call off to the sideline or whatever. Running back, you know, they'll usually make it pretty good. They have pretty good conditioning. But if a running back breaks off like an 80-yard run or like a 60-yard run or a big play, or you just got to utilize a lot, like handoff, screen pass.
Crunch.
Handoff, screen pass. check down, another one. Like if he got like 5 touches in a row, he's probably gonna check out.
Yeah.
The Q, you can. I've never seen a quarterback say something like real quarterback. Like that's how you know you're not even actually supposed to be playing.
Yeah.
You're not even supposed to be in this league. If you are the starter and you call out, you're done, bro. You're done. If I'm a player on the Colts, I don't even know if I could like play for you, bro, like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? After you say something like that, like, bro, you just said you were tired and checked out in a divisional game, close game, and you checked out for a play, starter.
I feel like they rolled him out this week too, though. Right. I don't think he was fully ready to go.
I mean, he played last week.
I know, but I don't think he was ready then either. I think they're.
Well, when you ready?
I know.
God damn, how long does it take? Shit.
I mean, he just got injured and then he came right back. I mean,
bro, figure it out, bro. Figure out how to throw the ball. I don't care anymore, bro. Are you hurt or not? Damn. Like, I mean, and then aren't you supposed to be some like freak athlete, bro? Oh, dude, and you can throw it 90 yards downfield. He's insane. He can do backflips and shit. Well, apparently he can't do one drive in the NFL without checking out for a break. So clearly he's not a fucking freak athlete. This dude sucks, bro. Get him out of here. Like, Jesus Christ. I never saw old head. Flacco's 49,000 years old, bro. He's been playing quarterback since I was born. And he never checked out of the game, bro. He's never checked out. Rodgers literally...
He retired and came back, actually.
Right. Rodgers literally looks like a senior, bro. And he's never checked out during a play. I've seen him get sacked like 3 times in a row on the Jets, false start, big play, come back. He's still on the field. Real quarterbacks don't... I didn't even know you could, like, do that as Q. Like, check out.
I mean, yeah.
God, that's so bad, bro. That's so bad. That's embarrassing, honestly. Like, if it came out this week that Anthony Richardson's benched for, like, for TBD, like, till further notice, then I wouldn't be surprised, bro. Like, that's terrible.
And Anthony Richardson was that bad and y'all still barely won?
Bro, it's the Colts, bro. It's the Colts.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You could have said that about any team this year.
They're Mickey. But honestly, the Texans, like, here's the thing about the Texans. Like, first of all, Diggs, we don't know the extent of Diggs' injury, but it's looking like it's probably his ACL. He probably tore it non-contact when he tried to do like a little jukey thing, and then you kind of see the knee buckle a little bit, non-contact. He's able to walk up off the field, but not looking good. So if we lose Diggs, it's definitely huge. I mean, we have to play this week coming up without him, and without Nico, but Nico comes back the week after that. So, I mean, you get your best receiver there, but losing Diggs hurts.
Mechie
made some catches, but I think the thing about the Texans right now is the O-line looks confused at times. The O-line isn't doing what they're supposed like for.
It's like they're not understanding the concept.
For how much that we've paid for this O-line and how much we've invested, there's no way they should be playing this bad.
Yeah.
So that's the frustration. Damn, bro. Taylor Swift was in town, so we still got action.
They're arresting Swifties right now. We don't allow that in the city.
Which that was a whole ordeal, by the way. But the O-line, for how much we've invested into them, have really just regressed like mid-season. Like in the beginning, they were good. Then they had like false start issues. Like they couldn't line up and just stand still for more than 2 seconds, so they kept like getting all these penalties. And now they're letting up way too much pressure on Stroud. Stroud's like under duress every single play. He's having to scramble out. He's getting sacked a lot. And it's not like we're going against like crazy. I mean, they had DeForest Buckner back, but like the O-line just has not been good. And it's really the interior. I think the tackles are fine, Titus and Laramie, but the interior has not been doing good at all. They say it's Kenyon Green, who was like our first round pick, like in the Bill O'Brien era in like 2020 or something like that from Texas A&M. Honestly, he's been dog shit ever since we drafted him. He's had like moments where you're like, hey, he's starting to figure it out. He's starting to figure out how to block, and then he like shits the bed. So he's bad. So offensive line being iffy has halted us. I think Nico Collins not being there has taken us a step back. But also, I think Bobby Slowick has definitely regressed as far as his play calling and his ability to really scheme up something that makes sense. And I know that's easy to say sitting on the couch, but like when you really look at it, from what we were doing last year to what we're doing this year, it just seems like Bobby Slowick is just thinking way too damn much about what to do. And it's not that hard. Like, sometimes it's too predictable, you know, running too many times consecutively when we've gotten blown up, calling mediocre pass plays that aren't going to get the job done. Like at the end of the Packers game, instead of calling a pass play that was like to the inside, where you can get a catch and get some run after the catch ability to waste the clock at the end of the game to not give them a minute. He runs a pass play to the outside to where if it's incomplete, the clock stops. But even if you complete it, you go out of bounds and the clock stops. And it wouldn't have even got a first down. It's like head scratcher stuff like that where you're like, what are we doing here?
Right.
And some drives are just dead. There's some drives where you're like, okay, we're going downfield, it's aggressive, it looks good. Then there's some drives where it just literally looks like we just didn't even give a fuck about that drive. Handoff, got blown up twice. Third down, some random pass.
False start and then
right. Some random pass play from like the back of the playbook that we haven't run since like Matt Schaub. And you're just like, what is going on? So it's like, I think that it seems like he's almost like trying to outthink what other people are thinking, but he needs to stop doing that because he's overthinking. Just call the damn plays. Yeah. Call the plays correctly and call stuff that makes sense. Call some of the stuff that we were doing last year. We were doing electric stuff like that Cleveland game when the playoff game. We was running deep stuff to Dalton Schultz down the field. I feel like we haven't been using him correctly. Like Tank Dell's barely getting utilized. It's like we had all these weapons, especially when they were all together. And it just seems like for what we have on the field, we should be doing a lot more. Now, Mixon looks good every game. So I think that he's pretty much keeping us afloat right now with like the Mixon, not with the Mixon, with the Nico Collins injury and stuff like that. But I think the play calling has to get way better. You know, you can't just be like, well, Nico Collins. It's like, we still had Stephon Diggs and Dell and all these other guys. So it's like there's no excuse for the offense to be this mediocre. But I think Brevin Jordan not being there has actually hurt us way more than like predicted. You know what I mean? He's a good player, and I think that
he gets good short yard.
He gets good short yard, and he's good run after the catch. He's probably like our most dynamic tight end, to be honest. So that hurt, but it's like the Texans are 6-2, and I'm happy that we're 6-2, and I think we're still a good football team overall. But it's like the same thing where it's like when your team sucks, you kind of like there's like a weird like mindset you kind of have where you're like you kind of just take what you can get, right? Like you look at it out there and you're like, well, we're trying to do this. It looks okay, it's all right. We'll take it, you know what I'm saying? We're improving. It looks okay, we got to make some change. But then when you're a good football team, you're like stressed, but in another way, you're like, okay, we're good, but like, how are we gonna, like, against the Ravens, that's not gonna work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or against Kansas City, against like these top teams, like, we can't be like fucking around and like not blocking. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can't be like fucking around and calling, bullshit little play management here and there. So I think the Texans just need to crispen it up because the schedule gets hard for us too in the back half. We play the Jets Thursday night, which like I think is kind of a trap game. It's like. Yeah. Jets are kind of on the decline. It's like they're dead. But this is like the perfect, and it's in New York too on that shit MetLife field. So this is like the perfect game for like Aaron Rodgers to have a resurgence. Like, no, we can still make a playoff push and like put up like 30 points or some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because they still have good players. They're just like playing like shit. And then after the Jets, we have the Lions. Then it's like we have like Ravens, Kansas City, like teams like that coming up. So we have like top teams coming up, so it's like we can't be like fucking around. We have to like lock in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if we lose, if Diggs out for the season, then like you might want to try to make a trade for like low key, like another receiver low key, or like maybe a safety too low key. Something like that. Something like that. I feel like before the trade deadline, you should try to make an addition. If Diggs is lost for the season, then you should try to hit up for like the Carolina Panthers for like Deontay Johnson.
Nah, it's Tank Dell time. Let him cook. Let him get his moment in the sun.
I would also love that too if they just left it. If they got like something on defense in the trade deadline, I'd be okay with that. And then just on offense, I think it's fine, bro. If you get Nico Collins back and you have Tank Dell and have like Xavier Hutchinson, Mechie, and these guys kind of step up, Should be fine. Robert Woods made a couple catches. Hey, old man still got a couple tricks in there. Unk still got it. Hey, don't sleep on Woods now. Bobby Tree's still getting it.
He's still alive.
He's not really that good. We have him like returning punts too, which is like insane to me.
The most unathletic.
He catches it and he looks like he's running fast, but he gets nowhere. He gets like 4 yards and goes out of bounds. He sucks. I don't know why he's doing it. But yeah, Anthony Richardson checking out the game as a quarterback. Just clearly what you would see from him. What else? Oh yeah, speaking of the Jets still suck. To be honest.
Yeah, Ramondre, the king.
Patriots gave it to them, man. I mean, they stayed in the game, bro. Like, that's the thing with the Jets. The Jets can't take anybody out. It seems like they do good enough in the beginning, and they kind of lead, but then they, like, fuck up. They keep that team lingering around. The next thing you know, the team just comes in for the kill, and it kills them.
Yeah, they have a lot of dead drives. And honestly, like, I watched it back, like, their play calling is bad for what they have. And then they have just too many. They take way too long pre-snap, and they get so many false starts. They get so many, like, delayed games. I saw they use, like, all their timeouts in the first quarter or whatever. Yeah. Whole half of football here, you use all 3 timeouts first quarter. First of all, that's worse too, because it's the first half of the game. So it's like, usually in the first half, you might go into the halftime with like 2 timeouts or like 1 timeout still left. Like, it's the first half, you know what I'm saying? Second half, you're going to use all your timeouts probably. But first half, use all your timeouts in the first quarter, you don't know what you're doing. Something's taking too long. I think Aaron's probably just too complicated, because he's known for having something that's a complicated system.
Right.
So, and like very unique calling. And people have to get adjusted to that, and they weren't like in the spring training and stuff either. So it's like,
right? Yeah, they did say that. Yeah. Like half their players were like, fuck off season. We don't need that shit. It's overrated. Clearly not, because teams that was practicing look good to me.
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't that Aaron Rodgers. Oh, you be at OTAs. Yeah, all right. Probably should have been at OTAs. But yeah, I think he does way too much before the snap.
Yeah.
And then then they finally break the huddle. There's like 10 seconds off already. Took way too long in that. Then they get to the line, and he's trying to like dissect every single thing that, you know what I'm saying? Oh, over here. No, not that guy. Hey, get that. Hey, it's like, snap the ball. You know what I'm saying? Hurry up and snap. Like, shit. And then it gets to 1 second, then he's like, timeout. Then all that happens, and they call timeout. Then he's over there bitching to the sideline. Hey, man, what's fuck? Like, let's get the play. They set the play in 30 seconds ago, bro. Yeah. 30 seconds ago, the play was in your headset. It took you this long to get out there. Then you're trying to adjust every little, like, bro, snap the ball, bro. You're not going to call out every single thing the defense is doing. You're not that much of a mastermind. Like, just hurry up and snap, bro. Then they do all that, and then if they do get the playoff, it's the most mid-play you've ever seen in your entire life. So it's like, we took a whole minute to do that, 45 seconds.
I mean, there's only so much you can do with adjustments, and they're making so many adjustments. So then, obviously, if you're adjusting every part of the play at the snap, then you're not going to be able to make anything advanced or anything tricky. You're just going to be able to do slants and drags and
because that's all you can adjust. Yeah. It's like, and then it's like, what's the play? Yeah. Like, you're standing there as a receiver. If you're like way on the outside, you're standing there as a receiver. You see Aaron Rodgers, he's like doing all this bullshit. You're standing out there, you're like, all right, dude, what's the fucking call now? Like, I thought we were running like Ram 60. Now you just switched it up. Now I'm on a post. Like, I thought I was doing this. It's like, bro. And then they wonder why no one's getting open. And then honestly, the defense has regressed, bro. At first, I was trying to cut them some slack and be like, they're not playing. They suck.
Sauce
sucks. Sauce sucks. Ahmed, whatever his name is, he's not Sauce anymore. You saw that tweet? That's it. Where it's like, bro, he's been playing Sauce. We're not calling him that no more. Ahmed Gardner is not good. Okay, he's too handsy, bro. When he can't play with his hands, bro. If
he can't hold you in place,
right? Then like he literally he gets toasted, bro. Let's just keep it a buck. Dude gets toasted. I mean, he was getting toasted by Keyshawn Boot, bro. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like, and then, like, yeah, dude. Like, this dude, is getting fried all over the place. They can't stop the run at all. Let's just be honest. The pass rush is like non-existent. They were letting Drake May get like 50 yards rushing and shit. Like I mean, like dude,
he got hurt though.
He did get
That was
hurt.
unfortunate.
Yeah, I think somebody like landed on him or something like that. But I mean, he probably is only gonna be out for like a week or two, and he'll probably start when he gets back. To be honest, but even still, Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, he came in and was cooking.
Yeah, he came in and was cooking him. Bro, like everyone was open, bro. He was throwing to like everyone was open, bro. It was, like didn't matter, and it's just like Jesus Christ. They're calling this Jet shit one of the biggest failures like in like recent memory as far as sports.
Well, it's
like,
probably like the Nets, right?
Right, yeah, like that the Harden like Kyrie KD year. Yeah, it was probably like that. But at least they like made a playoff run. You know what I mean?
Run.
They made a run. None of them were healthy at the same time, but they were in there.
Yeah, I guess.
If it wasn't for KD,
I mean, I would hope they would be in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, but if it wasn't for KD's big ass foot, they would have moved on. You know what I mean? But I don't know. But this is worse than that. This is worse than that, in my opinion. That was bad, but this is worse. Because with all these expectations, all Jets, Aaron Rodgers off the Achilles, he's supposed to, he's MVP. You know what I'm saying? And then it seems like they scrambled to try to make every single move that they could to like salvage this season, and it still didn't work. You have to feel so defeated.
Yeah.
They pulled every trigger. Damn, it's not working. Oh, fire Salah. That's gonna work. Fuck, that's still not working. Get Devontae. Yeah, that's gonna work. Damn, we're still getting cooked. Hassan Reddick. Yeah, get him in. That's gonna work. Damn, we're still getting fried. Fuck. What do we do? Damn, I don't know. It's like, dude, what do you do, bro?
Yeah.
Season's over, bro. It's a wash. But like
I'll
I said,
one next week.
watch how they come out. Watch how they come out on the Texans Thursday night. I swear to God,
I can't wait. Brees Hall,
Nah,
150 all-purpose.
Devontae and Aaron Rodgers are gonna turn back the clock. They're gonna look like 2017, a million catches. Just watch, bro.
Like CD last night.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane. Yeah, the Jets. What are you doing? Dallas. Still not really that good. They finally started kind of doing something at the end.
CD. He's the fucking man, bro.
He's so good, and
he's so
but
good.
you see how effortless it was when they kind of just started feeding Lamb the targets.
Literally just
and then,
throwing the ball.
Like they started throwing him the ball at the end, and then they literally got 2 touchdowns like instantly, and then you get the ball back, right, for a chance to put it in the end zone and like tie the game up, like win the game. And then what did they do? The complete opposite. That whole drive, they didn't throw it to Lamb at all. They get fucking stopped. First of all, Dak almost threw a pick on the first fucking throw. It was like triple coverage. Like, what are you even fucking looking at? God damn, this dude, bro.
It's like he was wanting them to pick it off all game. He kept throwing it like right into the defender's hands.
And then
they kept dropping it.
Bro, that one with CD where like he like scrambles out and like the defender literally had him boxed and he still throws it. And then it's like, if you're gonna even try it, you have to like air it so that it's like so you can like run under it. The DB's behind him.
Drop it.
Dak just rifles it right, and the DB just trying like. Oh my God! Watching this dude play quarterback sometimes is so crazy because it's like what's insane about Dak is like it's not like a Richardson Levis thing where it's like he's complete ass the whole time. It's like there's moments where he's like firing passes and you're like, damn, like he's
like 7 of 8
cooking,
on the drive.
yeah. Or it's like he goes to halftime and he's like, yeah, like 12 or 14, 150, two buckets, and you're just like, okay, Dak's hooping, and then he has like
thinker,
just like moment, and this is all within one game, by the way. It's like all you get all of this in one game where you're like, oh damn, he's cooking. Okay, Dak's on it. Then he just throws the craziest pass you've ever seen in your life where you're like, why would you even think that was like the option?
Yeah.
And then
he just can't find a read.
Yeah.
He just can't find
it. And then it feels like he does the thing where he's just like, well, I don't need to use CD Lamb. I can throw it to Turpin.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And that's what he tried to do. He was like, I don't need to throw it to Lamb this drive. We threw it to him 2 drives in a row and it worked perfectly, but I don't need to do it this time. I'm gonna try to throw it deep over the shoulder to Turpin, and that nigga it was a perfect pass by Dak, and then Turpin just bounced off his hands, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so that's just one of those ones where like, bro, if CD's working right there, if I'm the quarterback,
giving
2 drives in a row.
Yeah.
It just worked. And we're back in the game. We have a chance to rekindle this, get a dub on the road, catch them sleeping. San Francisco's kind of flustered a little bit. This is exactly what I'm doing every game. Hut, where's Lamb? There he goes. Hut, Lamb again. Yep. Hut, Lamb. Yep. I mean, it would have been like clockwork. I would have
he'd go up and get it. He'd go up and get it.
Even if he had somebody on his back like a backpack, I would have still thrown it to Lamb and just trusted it. The one catch that he made when he threw it and he like dove and caught it, but then also like shielded his body away. Like, bro, he makes insane shit happen, bro. Just just rifle the fucking ball to him, bro. Fuck it, dude.
It's like hop on the Texans. Like, he's just gonna catch it.
Right. It just doesn't fucking matter, bro. Like just throw the damn ball over there. Like, stop trying to throw it to these other dudes. And then like, can we? Trade deadline, I know Jerry Jones is like old, stubborn, doesn't want to make any moves, but like, dude, you gotta try to make a call for somebody's running back. You gotta make a call for somebody's running back.
I mean, they got Dalvin Cook, they just didn't use him, and I feel like if they actually used him, like they used him a little bit, like they used him in the run game, but
like, come on, Dalvin Cook in 2024, like, are we serious? Like,
I know it's not gonna work, but I mean, if they run Zeke and Dalvin Cook rather than Rico Dowdle, they're gonna have at least some success on some games because it's 2 washed running backs.
But like, listen to these names, bro. Listen to these names. The options are Rico.
But you know he's not gonna do anything. But then even when they got somebody, they're not using them. So like, what's the point anyways?
Right.
What's the point of going and getting somebody just to not use them?
Yeah, because like Dalvin Cook, like, where has he been? He's been like inactive for like this whole season.
He's been on the practice squad.
Right.
He's been on their practice squad, and they just promoted him. And they were running Rico Dowdle for 6 games, 5 games.
Whatever it was, yeah.
And Zeke. Like, at least Dalvin Cook's better than Zeke. I don't want to hear it. Dalvin Cook is so much better than Zeke. And Zeke actually looked decent yesterday.
It's
like,
just
he didn't
insane,
look like
bro.
shit yesterday.
It's just insane that we're talking about these 2 names right now. Like, this is the backfield.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, they didn't have that much of a choice. They got rid of Tony Pollard for him.
6 years ago, though, this would have been the most insane thing of all time, bro. You have Zeke and Dalvin Cook. What? Like, bro, if you would have went back in time and told some nigga in like 2017, like, yo, the Cowboys are gonna have Dalvin Cook and Ezekiel Elliott and CeeDee Lamb like at the same time, they would have been like, bro, we're going to the bowl. Then they come to this year and they're like, oh, they're like old and dust and like can't run at all. Like, shit. And Dak sucks. It's like, Jesus Christ, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't even know what to do with this team. Dallas, you just gotta figure it out. They just gotta figure it. I already said their schedule is crazy. The next like 4 or 5, like, it's just insane. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if they don't lock in, it's over.
Oh, and we gotta show respect on the other side of the football. Garindo got in.
Shout out Garindo.
Yes, sir. Go Cards.
Louisville guy.
He was cooking.
You know, he checks stats on like every single Louisville player like that ever exists ever. But Garindo's a good player.
And he was cooking.
I saw him last year. He was cooking. Parlay ban list, Jordan Mason. I'm never putting U.S. currency on Jordan Mason ever again in my entire life. I put 2 bets in on Jordan Mason this entire season. Both times, this dude went out with the same shoulder injury. Both times I put money on it. When I don't put money on Jordan Mason, he's the best running back that's ever been invented.
Yeah,
like,
140.
He has like 150, 2 tuds. Like, he's just unstoppable.
17 yards
As soon as I get wallet and put dollars on this dude, fuck this dude, bro. I'm never putting money on this dude ever again. I hate Jordan Mason.
And his lines are so high, it's crazy.
It's so high, but
it's like 90 yards rushing.
Yeah, it's like, bro, but because he's like, what he does actually want to fucking play, damn, like, he fucking goes crazy. But it's like, as soon as I put the bet, I'm telling you, like, as soon as I press bet now, like, this dude goes for 2 carries and then gets shoulder injury and then he's out. But then what's also frustrating is that they don't just rule him out. They say he's questionable and he's on the sideline with a helmet, so they make you think that he's going to get in the game, and he just never does. I am for anytime tug. Everything else on my lay is green except for that. Like, dude, just give me my money back. Like, I feel like I should get my money back for that. Like, I obviously put in a masterclass lay just for it to get sold by Jordan Mason being a bum. Like, just come on, bro. Like, I will never put money on this dude ever again. Thank God McCaffrey's coming back so I can actually, like, make a fucking bet on this team. Shit. Fuck Mason. Sorry, I had to go on a rant. Fuck Jordan Mason. That shit pissed me off last night, bro. Holy shit. Jordan Mason, bro. 2 times,
I
2
mean, that happened to me
shoulders.
too on the other side with the one reception for Dalvin.
Yeah.
Miss my leg.
2 times, 2 injuries, same shoulder. You'll never touch my parlay ever.
Yeah.
What else we got to talk about? Basketball starting on.
Sir.
Lakers look good to start. Lakers look good to start.
Cooking.
Lakers look good. Are y'all 3-0, 2-1?
3-0.
3-0. Yeah, y'all look good.
And we play the Suns again tonight.
Yeah. Suns, that might be a tough one. But I think
we already beat them.
I think I'll win them. The Bronny and LeBron moment happened. It was a good moment. But now let's probably send him to the D League so that he can.
He hasn't played it since.
Yeah,
so
it was a good moment, but obviously, like, he's not really ready to, like.
He's a second round draft pick.
Yeah, which is fine. Like, it's fine. Like, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Really, realistically, if you're not in, like, the top, like, 8 picks, you're probably not going to play that much. So it's not like it's, like, out of the norm and we're just, like, getting on Bronny or whatever. Yeah. But it's just, like, just let him go, like, develop in the league. Because he's not going to, like, really develop if he's just, like, sitting on the end of the Lakers bench, like, not doing anything. So it's, like, might as well just send him to wherever and just let him, like, actually play.
South Bay.
Get some reps. And then, when he's ready in like a year or 2, you know what I'm saying? He'll come in and get some minutes, or somebody gets hurt or whatever. Maybe you come back, but
our G League team is pretty good too. So I mean, it's not like he's gonna be in the sticks. Like he's gonna be playing with good players.
Right. And like most of the G League players are like, I mean, it's good comp, bro. It's the G League. Like it's just next leg down. There's like good players in there.
There's former NBA players.
Right. So it's like. It's the best place to go. You know what I'm saying? It's not bad too. Like you're still getting like decent money. It's not like Bronny's like he's like penny pitching over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's still living in fucking La Mansion. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it doesn't really matter, bro. Like just go there and play G League, like whatever. Play a few games, fucking go back home to fucking La Mansion and put your feet up, go on TikTok.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
On Black Ops 6.
Yeah. He's definitely on there. Connect looks good though too.
Oh yeah, he's been hooping.
Yeah, Connect looks good.
Last game he was balling. He hit like 2 fadeaway or what was it? 1 fadeaway 3, and he had a crazy like dunk.
Bro, for like the first 3 games, his line's probably different now. But for like the first 3 games, it was like a hack to bet Connect because like he was a rookie, but they had his line like stupid low.
It was like 6.5.
Yeah, like 6.5. I think the last game I saw. It was still low at like 9 or something like that. I was like, bro, it's like the ease over. And then when you put it, it like boosts the odds so crazy because like FanDuel still calculates him as like a bum rookie or something like that. But they don't, because FanDuel obviously doesn't fucking watch the game. They just rig it for Vegas. And then, so it's like, that was like an easy like lay builder where you could like literally just put in like Connect over because he was getting good minutes and like going over easily. You could like easily just put that. But Lakers look good, man. I don't really have any complaints about the team. Mm-hmm. Like even the side guys look good, except for D'Lo. D'Lo's kind of.
They've been fighting hard on every possession, really. I mean, like going for offensive rebounds every time and getting them. Like there was one possession against the Suns that we had like 6 or something in a row, and we just kept. We were missing a lot of shots.
AD's dominant too. AD dominant. That first game.
We finally beat the Kings too, and he played good against Sabonis.
The first game, AD was crazy, bro. He was going stupid, bro. He was hitting like fadeaways, like off of 1 foot and shit like that. Nigga was just trying shit, bro. Then nigga was like, he was feeling it that first night, bro. He was looking crazy. So, hey man, if y'all play like this, AD, y'all have good depth. I mean,
and we still don't have Vanderbilt or Christian Wood.
Yeah, he's hurt. Yeah. But I mean, even if you just have the guys right now, bro, like this
Vincent's been hitting.
It's a good roster, yeah. Like I mean, D'Lo, we already know like he's streaky. You know what I'm saying?
He played good last game, though.
Right. There's gonna be weeks, where he's not the best, and then there's gonna be weeks where he's just insane. He's hitting like 7 threes in a row. So you gotta kind of take what you can get. But I think they built the squad around the fact that D'Lo's iffy. So it's like you have some more guys that are like some for sure. Austin Reeves is playing good in his role. Rui's been playing good in the new role. I think that JJ Redick actually knows what he's doing as far as
he understands where everybody can be placed. Yeah.
Where everybody can be placed and how to utilize everybody to his strengths. He's doing good so far as as the coach making adjustments and things. I mean, is it really that much harder to do better than Piggly Wiggly Ham or whatever his name was? Ham and cheese sandwich. That guy wasn't good. Somebody that goes in there and actually knows like basketball finally. Lakers are gonna be one of them teams, man. They're gonna be a team in the West, man. They look strong so far. As long as they can stay healthy, they'll be good. Rockets.
Jalen Green, father figure.
Fatherhood Green is still doing. He's scoring. He's scoring. He looks good. And what I like is that they're running the offense through Jalen Green so far more than they're really running it through Şengün, which is the right way in my opinion. Keeping it up top, yeah. Because with how the Rockets are built, you have way too much young speed to be trying to play slow like 80s ball with bigs. Like, I get Şengün's really good and obviously needs to be utilized, but it's like when you have Jalen Green, Jabari, Van Vliet, then you have guys off the bench like Cam Whitmore and Amen and all these dudes. Like, these are young dudes that want to play fast and go. So it's like you're going to slow the bus down just because one guy doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It's like it just doesn't make sense in my opinion. So I like that they're running it through Green. However, Green has been a little inefficient, to say the least, as far as his shooting and stuff like that. He's scoring, but he just hasn't been as efficient as you want him to be. I think that'll come up as the season goes along. And we're still pretty much seeing him at his floor right now. He hasn't had like an exploding game just yet, and we know what he's capable of. I'm a big Green fan. I'm a voucher for Green. You know that with me. I think he's nasty. I think he's explosive. I think he deserved that extension. I think Green's insane. Like, when he really gets going, when he really gets in his bag, he's different. And I think that now that they're finally running it through him, he's going to really get a feel. I think that he's going to be good throughout the season. He hasn't really disappointed me, but the Rockets are 1-2, and they've kind of lost a couple little close ones. The first one, the Hornets game, was because of like some bonehead, like they could have won the game, but it was just like they ended up selling the game at the end basically and let LaMelo just go off.
Yeah, he was cooking.
Yeah.
He's been cooking.
Yeah, and LaMelo's having a crazy year. Shout out LaMelo, but they kind of just sold that game. Easily could have won that game. And then the last game versus the Spurs, they easily could have won that game too. But they started off sluggish. Then they kind of made it close towards the end and just couldn't really close it out. But it's just my expectations for the Rockets this year. It's play in or bust. I'm not doing this developmental year shit again, especially after you just extended these two dudes. You just extended Şengün, you just extended Green. Yeah. So that means that you're in it to win it. Like, obviously we're not going to a fucking championship. Like, I'm not delusional. But, like, I think that it's fair. Rebuilds in basketball take a little bit. I'm taking all this stuff into account. I get it. But I still want to see this team competing for the play-in. I want to see this team in the play-in. I'm not saying you have to go win the championship. You're not going to win it. But you need to be at least in the dance, bro. Like, if you're not in the dance, then the season was a bust. Because what are we doing then? If you just extended these two dudes, you have players you've developed. Reed Shepherd looks decent. Yeah.
He's
so far.
He's
barely played, which that needs to change. But when he's played, looks good. The team looks good. Enough with some decent pieces. You got some vets. You got some young. You got some new. People have been around for a couple years now. Second year with the coach. Let's go. No more daycare. Get in, lock in, and go. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see it this year. But 1-2, it's looking like this could be like a, close to even basketball team. Like, I can see them playing 500 basketball and going, 41-41, something around there. It's probably where they're going to be.
Right.
Maybe even like a little bit less than that, maybe like 38-42 or whatever it is, 38-43. They're going to be somewhere around that, in my opinion, where they're just going to be up and down, win some, lose some, win some, lose some. They can get hot and go on a streak, then maybe, but I don't know. I need to see a little bit more. But Rockets and Pelicans look good.
Despite.
Bad luck, bro.
Yeah.
God damn. Can we have anything? Shit.
No.
Bro.
All broken toys.
I mean, this team. If this team could just
play as a team.
Can we have the starting five show up, please? Shit. Can the starting five stay healthy? Nobody do anything. Fuck. I mean, like, what is going on, bro? How first game with DeJounte Murray and we get a fractured hand first game?
Yeah, first game is crazy.
First game is nuts, bro. Like, okay, 2 months into the season, I'm not saying I wanted to happen then, but it's like, okay, it's been a minute. We've got to see the picture. Like, we didn't even get to see what DeJounte and Zion and Brent, like, we didn't even see how it would look, because Z didn't even play the first game, because he had E. coli, because he probably ate a fucking McDonald's fucking quarter pounder and got sick. Okay? I'm gonna chill on Z, because that's still my GOAT, alright? Nobody, I'm the only one that can talk shit about Z, alright? None of y'all, alright? Sure. Yeah, bro, we didn't even get to see the whole picture, bro. Like, we didn't even get to see what it was gonna look like, bro. That was the whole point. We didn't get to see it. Now he has a fracture. He had, like, surgery and everything, too. He's out for, like, 2 months, bro, at least. Like, Jesus Christ. But despite that, they still look good.
I mean, it's the same, pretty much.
The same as last year. I mean, they're a good team. They're a good team, shit. Yeah. We know they're a good team. It's just like, God damn, y'all need to stay on the court?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's still doing okay without Valanciunas, too.
Right. But, because the rookie's stepping up, bro. Yves Missy, however you say his name, bro, hey, he's been kind of going in, bro. I don't know if you've been seeing it, bro. Like, the first game, he had, like, 4 or 5 blocks, bro. Like, maybe even, like, I think it was even more than that. Like, bro, he was going nuts, bro. He looks good. He's impressed me. I know we drafted him out of Baylor. I saw his tape. I remember we watched it, and he looked good, but I was like, I don't know, he looked a little skinny. And I was like, I don't know if he's going to be ready to, like, really get in there and guard bigs. Hey, he's ready. Hey, he might need to start. Because Daniel Theus or whatever, he's playing a little bit, but
I forgot about him.
He's okay.
Yeah, he's mid.
He's not.
He's like the Plumlees.
Yeah, he's like in the Plumlee. He's like in the who's the dude that we had last year? The
Larry Nance.
Larry Nance. He's like that kind of. You know, Larry Nance might be, honestly, I don't know.
Nance is better.
Nance is better, probably.
He's
but
just
like,
not a big.
Right, but like Theus is like very mid. So it's like I can see Theus coming off the bench, but the way that Yiz Missy is playing, he needs to probably start and get more minutes because he gets blocks. He's he's aggressive too. He gets to the hole. He plays pick and roll really good. Like he's definitely impressed me. And I would like to see him starting at 5. But they're kind of playing Z at 5, so I can see why he doesn't really technically start. But I think he definitely needs more minutes. But you can tell that Z's kind of ramping up. You know, he's ramping up. He was injured, and then he's probably still working off the sickness or whatever. He was on like a minute restriction the first game, but the first game he cooked. He had a bunch of plays. He had like a game-saving block at the end. He still had a couple blocks. He's doing the same stuff, bro. It's blocks, it's steals, it's fast breaks. He had crazy dunks again. I mean, he was beating him to the paint. I mean, it's all the stuff that we talk about with Z that. People like to hate on this dude, but like people that know ball know that this guy is different. Like we just need to keep it in the buck. Like
it's like watching John Morant. They just kind of go get their basket.
Right. And it's just like.
But Z's more completely dominant.
Right. It's like he just gets there, and you can tell he's like a little off right now. Like he's still trying to get his footing back. But just watching, like, bro, in like a week, he's gonna be back to his like ways of just like he's just gonna be a walking like 28 piece, walking 28. Just you might as well just put 2 blocks on there and a steal. He gets that every time. And then the first game that he played, which was the second game, he was facilitating. Like he had like 7 or 8 assists. Like he was passing the rock. He was finding open people. Like he would drip and he was finding like Hawkins in the corner for wide open, which Hawkins is also playing good, but he was finding him like he was facilitating. Like
that's my favorite version of Zion.
Yeah, like he was getting in there and because he knew he wasn't like having the most efficient day, like getting to the hole and finishing. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna still get there. But then he was passing it out, bro. He was finding some dimes, bro. And then what's it called? Ingram was on fire. He was hitting from 3. Then he had like basically a game ender where he just played ISO ball and he just like played with his food until it was like 2 seconds left. Hit like a turnaround off 1 foot, like heavy catcher. Like it was just crazy, bro. Like I mean, like. This team is nasty, bro. If we get DeJounte back and he just goes right in and like he just takes us to another level, this could be one of those teams, bro. They could be one of those teams that compete in the West. They're like that, and like I said, Zion, he's such an insane player. Having the luxury that we have to be able to watch him as many times as we did, watching him on TV doesn't do it justice like watching him in the game. Go watch Zion in person, and then tell me afterwards you're not a fan of what you just saw.
Yeah, he's an alien.
It's he's one of the best players in the league, especially if you're talking about players that are under 25. What, the dude's like 24 still? Good luck, bro. But yeah, Z's up. He's definitely like my favorite NBA player right now. But Pelicans look decent. Like I said, they just need to kind of, you know what I'm saying? They need to work out some kinks. Work out some kinks here.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Celtics are still the best, though, unfortunately. Unfortunately, they're still the best. Just gotta give it up.
No.
Give it up. Give it up, man. They're the best. Bro, they're the best team, bro. Like,
We have the
they're
same record.
team.
We have the same record.
Y'all do, but like the Celtics look better, bro. They look better.
How?
I don't know, bro. They just do. Like
We beat the Timberwolves and the Suns
y'all have
and the Kings.
y'all have beat some better teams, but I still am taking the Celtics right now over the Lakers. I'm taking the Celtics over the Lakers.
It's just recency bias.
Maybe it is, you know, and maybe I slightly like the Celtics just a little bit more.
Yeah, you're an op. I get it.
Due to my upbringing, and my family roots, I just have to go with the green. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Right now, I feel like if the Lakers and Celtics faced off, right now, in this very moment, the Lakers are killing. I mean, the Celtics are killing y'all. Celtics are killing y'all. They're killing y'all, bro. They're killing y'all.
That was a Freudian slip. That means the Lakers are gonna win if they were playing.
Look.
Nah,
No. I'm taking Celtics.
It's okay.
Look, man, Tatum's on one. Brown's on the revenge tour because he feels like he was left out, man. Like,
I mean, he was. Why was Derek White in that?
Yeah, so it's like he was left out, so now he's on revenge. And then even Tatum was there, but then Steve Kerr wasn't really playing him, treating him like he was a bum, even though he's not like a world champion. It's just like, bro, they're back for blood, bro. They still feel disrespected. Like they're here to belt everybody's ass, bro. Everyone's getting belted ass.
We'll see.
Especially in the East, everyone getting belt.
Yeah.
I don't even think the Knicks can keep up.
I mean, they lost. They got smacked by the Celtics. The Knicks.
Yeah.
First game. They
That's what I'm
lost by
saying.
like 30.
That's what I'm saying. The Knicks can't keep up. I don't know what they're doing. Everybody else in the East, like, I mean,
I think they play the Bucks today.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a good test, but like, I mean,
They don't have Middleton either right now.
Right, one-dimensional team. I'm not worried about them. So yeah, Celtics are still the best team overall, in my opinion. And then Cleveland's 3-0 though. Cleveland 3-0.
Donnie.
I still think Donnie's mid. Still think Donnie's mid.
He had 6 threes yesterday.
He's mid, bro.
He's not mid.
He's mid.
He's him.
Nah. Fake superstar Donnie Mitchell. We know. Can we just skip to the part where Donnie sells in the playoffs already?
He doesn't. He never sells in the playoffs. I don't know. Get this narrative. He drops 40 points, and everybody else on the team has below 10.
Bro, this nigga couldn't make it out the first round on Utah. Then he went to Cleveland, couldn't make it
His
out.
best player was Rudy Gobert.
So was Cats.
No, Ant, Cat, Nas Reed, anybody else but Rudy Gobert.
Look, man. Donnie, just not impressed, man. I'm not gonna lie, he was kind of cooking in the last one, alright. But he went toe to toe with Orlando Magic. He almost got sent home by Magic.
They didn't have Jared Allen at the time. Darius Garland wasn't playing.
There's always something with Donnie.
I'm just saying that the
always
rest of the
something,
team
bro.
has to do something.
I mean, yeah, but
Something.
like, goddamn, you need everything to go right with this guy.
Whatever.
You know what I'm saying, Donnie.
But then we're going to talk
why
about how
was it this
good Bankero is and how great the Magic look. But then all of a sudden we're going to
Well,
be like,
Ben
oh, they're
good.
bullshit. They're bullshit when they play the Cavs.
But Ben Carroll's good though. I think.
And that's who was cooking.
Right, Ben Carroll's good. The rest of the Magic is mid. Frost, Wagner, that is whatever. Everybody else on Magic. Suggs is everybody else on Magic sucks. But that's what I'm saying. Everybody else on the Magic sucks. So like, damn, you can't beat one player.
But you could say that about the fucking Cavs then, because Donnie Mitchell was the only one doing anything. So
I mean, Garland was doing something.
I
he
mean,
wasn't completely lost.
For one quarter, he would score like 15 points.
Yeah, and then he would go to bed.
And then he would do nothing the rest of the game.
Like,
so that's not really helping that much.
It's not really helping.
It's like, okay, you get one break, Donovan Mitchell. You get a quarter, you can rest.
Yeah, don't start till the second. Look, I get it, but like, I don't know, bro. I need more, man. Need more out of Donnie.
Okay, he'll drop 70 in the playoffs. Then
look, man, he's starting off 3-0. If they have like a crazy year and they go, second round or past, if they go past second round, they really look like that. Then maybe I'll give him his props. But you just know me, the relationship that I have with Donnie. I'm not a believer, bro. Not a believer. I don't think he's a superstar caliber guy.
That's
okay. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a tier below that. You know what I'm saying? Where he's a good player. Good, not great. Not fantastic. Last thing I want to talk about, Tampa Bay, their stadium got absolutely ran through by the hurricane. Shout out to everybody in the hurricane that was affected. Hopefully everybody's recovering now, doing good. People getting their stuff back, homes back, all that kind of stuff. So shout out to everybody in South Florida. But during that hurricane, Tampa Bay, they got their stadium like completely crushed. So they're saying that they're going to play somewhere else next year. Where do you think you should get a stadium? Or where do you think Tampa Bay should play in midst of MLB might expand? This might be a city for baseball. Like actually.
I mean, I'm always going to say Louisville needs more pro teams.
They do need more pro teams, honestly. I feel like Louisville's the most set up in a way to have like more pro teams that doesn't have any.
Yeah.
It's like
we have like a bunch of D-League teams in college sports.
Right. And I feel like the city would love having
yeah, they would embrace it. I mean, like
they would embrace
the soccer team immediately sells out.
Y'all have super fans, bro.
Yeah.
Like even for like the university, like everyone shows up for all the stuff. Like it's just like
they just want something to root for because they like literally like drive to the Reds games.
Right.
And it's like 2-3 hours driving.
Right.
Like
and it's like for the Reds.
For the Reds.
Like that shit's mid, bro. Fuck me.
And it's bad traffic when you get to Cincinnati too.
Or you have to drive the other way and go watch the fucking shit Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the Colts.
Right.
Like bro, like you're cooked either way. That's why I'm a Bears fan. Like, at least I get to choose my cooking. Like, as long as I get to pick the
bro, I didn't even think about that, bro. That is horrible, bro. That's a horrible rating. Like, bro,
the Browns.
Yeah. You can drive up north. You want to watch some pro football? You drive up north. You either watch the fucking Cincinnati Bengals who were trash for like 80 years, or you can watch the fucking Browns shit the bed, or you can drive down south and go watch Tennessee Titans football. That's fucking dog shit. It's never been good. Or if you want to watch baseball, you can go watch the fucking get the fuck out of here.
Hey,
bro.
or you can go east and go to Carolina.
Right, like dude, that is a dust setup, bro. Fuck, that's dust. Yeah, dude, y'all should definitely have y'all's own pro teams. Y'all should not be forced to pick from like that bunch, bro.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be like I feel like Louisville's like definitely the city where you have niggas that are like who are you a fan of? Oh, I like the Celtics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like the Celtics. I like the Seahawks. And I like the Astros. You're like, bro, how the fuck do you like those three teams? But it's like, well, I live in fucking Louisville, and it's like I'm not picking any of those teams around me.
Most of the times it comes from people's families and stuff. Like, there's a lot of Steelers fans in Louisville. There's a lot
I was about to say that. Like, that's probably a good one.
Well, and of course now the Ravens too, because of Lamar.
Right. Yeah.
So like, anytime there's a big Louisville player, there's a lot of people that like. There's probably a lot of Cleveland fans there right now.
Right.
Because it's not that far, and also Donnie. So
Right.
I mean, it's gonna be like that.
Right,
but
it's probably like a cluster.
Yeah, but I mean, we have the Reds minor league team, the Bats, and then we have a minor soccer league team, but they're like number one. They go down 1-0 every single game, and then they win 3 or 4-1, and it's so crazy. Like I instantly put a bet in when they go down 1-0. And I win every single time.
Money glitch.
Oh God.
Honestly, money glitch.
You get like plus 300.
Tap in. Louisville. What's it called?
Louisville City FC.
Louisville City FC.
There you go.
They go down 1-0. Like, bro, and this is honestly,
Especially if it's at home.
It's honestly actually true because he texts me like every single time, and I'm like never. Obviously, I'm not like watching, but like he'll text me like, "Yo, they're down 1-0," like, and he'll put it in the bed, and then like,
bro, it's clockwork.
It's literally it's honestly a glitch. Like
we went down.
tap in.
We went down 1-0 20 minutes in, and the 32nd minute we scored. 34th minute we scored again, and then we scored again in like the 60th minute and the 90th minute. Like we were up 3-1, and we put another goal in at the last second. Like. They don't give a fuck, bro. They're just in there.
I fuck with that because they're giving back to the city because they know people are gonna catch on. And like Louisville, because like only people that are gonna watch this shit probably is like Louisville, like people, obviously. Like you're not gonna have like Houston niggas. So they're like, if you're tapped in, we're not gonna tell you what to do. But if you watch and you understand what we're doing out here, you can tap in and we can get up together. I fuck with that. I actually fuck with that a lot. Yeah. Shout out to Louisville.
Maybe it is actually a purposeful money glitch.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I mean we're number one and we've been dominating.
Literally, who else is gonna watch it though?
Right.
Like unless you're just like a soccer guy, like and you just like I feel like even like soccer guys like bro like I know like soccer guys like even here that like I know.
You have to like search for the game.
Right. It's like bro, you're not gonna watch like they're watching like obviously like varsity games and shit like that, which is like cool, but it's like bro. No one's gonna like be tapped into like some shit like that. So it's like, except for like niggas that live in the city, obviously y'all got nothing else to root for, clearly. So it's just like, okay, like let's tap into this. But then it's like, okay, like if like the citizens tap and it's like, hey, y'all catching on to this? Yeah, all right, like let's kind of like, bro, yeah, like bro, it's a money glitch, bro. Sometimes you just you gotta pick up what they're putting down. Like we got y'all. Yeah, shout out to Louisville FC.
And another real quick, since we're talking about soccer, Manchester United's manager got fired today.
Is that the Mbappe team?
No, Manchester United, my team, like with Rashford and all that.
Yeah.
But they fired him today because we lost yesterday 2-1, and there was like a shit call at the end of the game.
I think I was seeing stuff about that because people were like
posting on bald head.
Yeah, people were posting like on their story and they were just like, "What the fuck? Like that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Like all this shit."
We've had like 4 bad endings to games recently. That like we were ahead in the game, we looked like we were in control, and then there was some kind of weird call or something to like shift the momentum, and it's kind of been fucking. It's like how Louisville is actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, what kind of luck am I drawing to my teams? Fuck.
Yeah, maybe it's you.
I think that might be the problem. But anyways, yeah, they fired him. So now we're going to have to find somebody like... It's not like in the middle of the season. It's like a month in. 2 months in.
So it's early?
Yeah, so it's like... Why would you fire him now? At least let it ride out for a little bit. Because all the good coaches are on teams now.
Right.
And they're not going to be free for
like, you honestly might as well let it rock like for the season.
Yeah, and if it turns around, then it turns around. But it's not like we looked like dust.
Right.
Like we were playing well, and it just keeps like turning out bad.
Right.
Which is last year, injuries all year long.
Yeah.
We have injuries already this year. Yeah. We had injuries the year before, and it's like the whole team, not just like a couple players here and there. It's like 7, 8 players hurt and out. But yeah.
Yeah, it should definitely just let it rock then. Like,
yeah.
Because like. I mean, you know.
And we just came back from a 2-week bye week for international too.
Especially if there's nobody available, because that's what I was gonna ask. I'm like, is there anybody available? If like all the coaches, then it's like, bro, you just gotta let it rock, and then it's like.
Basically, we're gonna have to try and scalp somebody from somebody else.
Like if it turned around, that would have been fine. But then if it doesn't, then it's like, okay, end of the season, like we get another go, like it's fine, like yeah.
And our owner's thinking about leaving too, so like, it's like. It's like, why would you even do it now? Just wait until the owner's gone to do that, so you can just restart all together. But
damn, this kind of sounds like a little shit show.
Yeah,
it's like a little New York Jet kind of.
And it sucks too because we have so many good young players, like really good young pieces, and the squad looks like they can mesh well together when they're been together for a year. Yeah. But we're just kind of giving up on it, and
got blown it up.
Yeah. Give it up on Fields, trading him.
Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And the World Series has been going on too.
Yeah, World Series. Aaron Judge disappearing. I mean, like, What can we expect? I mean, honestly, the Yankees. Let's just keep it above, bro. Yankees wouldn't even be here if the Astros were actually locked in. Astros always take these dudes out of here anyway. So like, y'all even lucky y'all even watching these dudes on TV. Like Yankees should honestly be thanking us that we didn't smack that ass again.
It should be the Padres.
They wouldn't even be there. Yeah, this is honestly this should be Padres Astros World Series. To be honest, like we're actually being serious, but obviously Padres kind of shit the bed. They had the series and they just forgot to play, and Astros just never even showed up this year. So like whatever. But Yankees, I mean we knew it was coming. They tried to build the roster to make it so that even if Aaron Judge is selling, they still have somebody else that can hit, like Jazz Chisholm and Giancarlo Stanton. Obviously he's been there, and he's another one of those kind of spotty hitters. Like it's Stanton, bro. If he doesn't hit it to the stands, then it's not going anywhere, bro. He's either gonna pop out or he's gonna hit a home run. And Judge is pretty much the same way. That's why you got guys like Jazz Chisholm and some of the other guys that they have to like fill in their roster. But I mean, your main star is not hitting. You know what I mean? And then their management is bad. And in the World Series, obviously the management counts. Like when you're choosing to keep certain pitchers in, like the one that was in when Freddie Freeman hit a fucking goodbye ball, fucking grand slam. That dude shouldn't have been in the game, bro. No. Pitching, man, dude, that's just horrible, bro. I mean, did you see that pitch that he threw to Freeman for that grand slam walk off? It was a fucking meatball, bro, down the center. Like, bro, that shit was so terrible. That was the worst location of that pitch of all time. With bases loaded, you threw that? Wow, bro.
It's Dodgers time. Might as well just give it to him.
Bro, the Dodgers are gonna win. I think Ohtani got hurt the last game. I don't think it's serious though. I think he's gonna play.
I feel like right now with the momentum, even if he doesn't play,
they'll still probably win.
Yeah.
But I mean, you need Ohtani though.
Yeah.
Ohtani, he's different, bro. Like you have to have him. But like they're up 2-0. This is definitely the Dodgers series right now. Unless they just completely start shitting the bed from here on out, they should take home that trophy.
Would you sit Ohtani to make sure he's good?
Maybe like
that's what I'm saying. Like
like one game, but that's it. But if he can play and he said he's good, I'm playing him.
Yeah.
I think even a 70% Ohtani is better than like pretty much
90% of the league.
Yeah, so it's like
the whole White Sox roster.
Even if he's like like my shoulder a little bit, like I don't know. I'm like, but like how fine?
How about if you switch shoulders?
Yeah, like, bro, just give this dude like a Percocet and like let him just go out there and bat. Like fuck it, like bro, like I don't know. So I don't think he'll sit unless he's like really hurt for real. But he'll probably be fine. They probably just won't have him like stealing and stuff like that anymore. He'll probably just be on some regular shit. But this is definitely a Dodgers series, which I'm okay with, even though fuck the Dodgers because they be talking shit about the Astros since 2017. We cheated, whatever. Look, man, you lost. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. All right, I'm not apologizing. Just like Correa said, if you don't know the facts, shut the fuck up. But Astros, we still got the pennant in 2017. We still have the trophy, so SMD, and we won again after that. So you know what I'm saying, we're still gods, bro. We ran this era. So cry to your mom. So fuck the Dodgers, but they're probably gonna win it this year. But I'd rather have it the Dodgers win it than the Yankees, cause like bro, the Yankees are such cheese, bro. All their fans just swear that they're the best. Haven't seen a championship since like fucking early 90s or some bullshit. Like bro, they're the Dallas Cowboys of the NFL. Like of the MLB. And nobody wants to see the Yankees win, bro. Pretty much like everybody that's not a Yankees fan, which like you're only a Yankees fan if you grew up in like the fucking Bronx or some shit. Like everybody else in America doesn't like them. Boston Red Sox fans definitely don't like them. LA definitely doesn't like them. Houston hates them. Like all the major sports, all the major MLB like fan bases hate the Yankees. So it's just like you might as well give it to the Dodgers. But honestly, just like fuck the World Series this year. To be honest, like. But I'd rather see Ohtani get it than like Aaron Judge and then fuck them niggas.
No. Yeah. No New York.
No Yankees, bro. No Yankees. They need because I feel like if they don't win it this year, it's gonna start hitting like a fat decline. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no salary cap in baseball, so they're gonna be able to keep the guys around. But I feel like this is like if the Yankees don't win it this year, like. I don't think they're going back to the World Series next year.
Yeah, because what else can you do?
Right. like there's nothing else to improve unless you like just you can switch the pitching around or whatever. But it's just like
you just gotta have a better run.
right, you have hitters, but it's like you have to get lucky again on another run, like where you have to like win a bunch of games. Their conference is like sweaty as fuck. Their fucking division, you know what I'm saying? It's always sweaty, and then Astros gonna be back. Like all these teams are gonna be back. It's just like I don't know, like you can't even win it on an Astros off year. It's over, buddy. But yeah, that was another good yap sesh with the bros. Tapped in. We tapped in, man. We baseball coming to an end, but basketball getting into it. Football's in the heart of the season, the heart of the year. Stuff starting to shake. You know what I'm saying? We starting to see who rising, who falling. Yeah, basketball is obviously going to be insane this year. It's going to be a good year. And yeah, we'll be back tapped in. After the World Series ends, we'll give our evaluations on that. And yeah, man, stay tuned, man. Keep supporting us, man. Y'all been doing crazy on the numbers, man. On the likes, on the comments, on the shares. Just keep doing all that stuff. We appreciate it. We see it. We love it. We fuck with all y'all guys. And keep arguing in our comments with y'all's takes. If you think we have L takes, tell us in the comments. If you think it's a dub, tell us. But yeah, man, we just been enjoying it. Fuck with y'all. We fuck with just sitting here yapping, giving our opinion. And we'll be back again when we see y'all guys, man. We out.